Hey guys, good morning. Hope you can see me okay with the sun on me. I have a story I want to share with you guys. So, yesterday I was feeling like this, like stuck. I was feeling like I had a lot of energy in my body. I was listening to silence a lot. I was really resting in my space of awareness, but I just felt kind of stuck. I felt like something was missing. I was spending time outside. I was eating pretty good. I was doing my stream of consciousness writing, but I was like, there's just something I'm just not fully, something's off, I'm just stuck. And so my neighbor came by yesterday with these heavy pieces of lumbar. And he needed help moving them. He's building us this front deck, this beautiful front deck, and he needed help moving these really heavy pieces of lumbar. So as I was helping him move these pieces of lumbar, I kid you not, I felt my body just come alive. And I felt like my core and my lower back being engaged. And I was just like, in my arms and my whole body, my legs. And I just felt how much my body was like, thank you. Like, yes, this is amazing. We needed this. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've forgotten about the body. I have forgotten about the body over since I returned from Portland, however long ago that was. Probably even, I would want to say maybe even about a month ago. Before I left to Portland, I had this really good rhythm with lifting weights and playing basketball. And I could tell my body really liked it because on the days I was supposed to go to the gym, I could just feel my body like pulling me through the motions to get me there, like getting the shoes ready, getting the workout planned, eating the meal before, like the whole thing. And I could tell my body was really receptive to playing basketball, to lifting weights. And I knew it was really good for my ascension process. And then I went to Portland and there was no gym there, but I was walking like miles every day. And I could really tell that my body appreciated all the walking. It was really helping energy flow, and that was a great form of movement for the body. And since I returned home from there, this whole quarantine happened, so I haven't been able to go to my gym or to be able to go shoot hoops where I used to shoot hoops. And I honestly, I let go of yoga completely. I haven't been doing like any body weight workouts like I could be doing, like push-ups or pull-ups, like very, very few. And all of a sudden I realized I've been becoming like this very sedentary creature, which I've really never been in my life, except for at the very beginning, I would say like the first year of my kundalini awakening, when there was really no other choice. And even then I would like force myself to do things, even though I probably shouldn't have been doing them, in all honesty. But I just realized how sedentary I've become and how this energy, yes, I'm listening to silence. I've been being this open conduit in this vessel for light to come in to, but this is the conduit, this is the vessel. And if this energy, it just wants to flow. It needs to go where it needs to go to activate certain grids and certain, like your DNA and your, I would say, portals within the body. And if we're not allowing this energy to move, if we're not engaging our vessel, then we can take in all the energy we want. But for me, at where I'm at in my ascension process, you're going to start to feel stuck. You're going to start to feel like I was feeling so remarkably heavy recently for how much I'd been meditating and just being. And I was just like, why is this? Why do I feel so, tired? Why do I feel so kind of just lethargic, And then like yesterday, I started moving that heavy lumbar and my body was just like, yes, it was waking up, and I could just feel parts of my body again that felt so vital, that I had felt almost disconnected from. And then last night I decided to do 45 minutes of yin yoga, and oh my gosh, it was like heavenly. I started feeling so much just amazing openness and more space in my body, and I could feel this energy just flowing. And my sleep last night was so deep and restorative, unlike sleep I've had in a long time. And I woke up this morning feeling just really spacious and just in tune and joyful and like younger. Like I felt like listening to silence. I was getting so serious, like so deep. I was going so deep within, but the body was really like feeling old because like literally I was living like I don't know what you want to call it, but I was just sitting and listening to silence. I had forgotten about the body. I had forgotten that this was the vessel. This is the conduit. And that this vessel and conduit, it's a part of this process. And I just was like, yeah, I just was leaving it behind. I was taking great care of my psychological and spiritual health on one level, but I had just forgotten about the body and just how important of a role it plays to activate this body. Like to have your body activated is so crucial. I'm sure at a certain point, if you're in a cave, like, these people in India and the Himalayas or wherever who just sit in caves all day. I'm sure at a certain point we can let go of the body altogether, but I am nowhere near that point, and I don't think any of you listening to this are either. So I think it's important for us to really listen to this body in a deeper way and feel what it wants. And and it's beautiful when you ask the universe, when you ask Source for an answer. I was doing that yesterday. I was like, Source, God, what's going on here? I'm listening to silence. I've cut myself off from distractions. I'm not taking anything in that's draining my consciousness. I'm being in nature. I'm being with animals. I'm writing. I'm trying to give my gifts. Like, where's the juice? Where's the flow of grace for the creativity? That's the other thing. I had felt so cut off from my creativity, and Source came through with delivered an answer perfectly. Just by accident, I was outside. The neighbor pulled up. And all of a sudden I was basically lifting weights again. And I was like, oh shit, what have I been doing? And lifting weights was such a balancing force for me because I tend to be really yin and relaxed and, you guys know, being is really important. But it is nice to have some of that yang, some of that physical exercise. So that's something that I think is really beautiful when we ask for an answer. The universe, by accident sometimes, it's never an accident, but it can feel like by accident, can just give you the answer. And then that, like I said, led me to doing yoga last night. And now I have this renewed commitment to exercise and yoga every single day for at least an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. And I just feel like yoga, more than anything, really syncs my body up to the flow of grace coming or descending into me. It syncs everything up so that it can be more received, so that this information can come through in a more helpful way, in a more dynamic way, with more energy, with more excitement, with more passion. That's what this physical exercise is reminding me of. Is I need this body to be connected to my passion, to my excellence, to my inspiration. And if you're feeling cut off from your inspiration and you're practicing lots of stillness and lots of being, I feel like it's such a crucial element to connect to the body, to work all of this energy through the body, to allow it to flow through the body. However that, it used to be lifting weights in basketball for me for a little while there, and that was working great. And now it's going to have to be something different. I'm going to dive deep back into yoga. I just feel like it's time for me, like some hatha yoga and yin yoga, and maybe some pull-ups, body weight workouts, push-ups, whatever. And maybe even some more long walks like I was doing in Portland. But it's just, if there's anything you get from this video, it's like, what can we do to integrate our body into this process more? Because I feel so much more creative and inspired and just excited about life again. So thank you for watching, and I will keep you all updated on how the yoga is going for me, how integrating the body into my ascension process is working for me. And yeah, keep me updated on what you guys are doing and what things work for you. And if you find that, working with the body actually helps all the light, all the energies flow, if it helps you feel more connected to grace, to source, to the universe, let me know if these are things that resonate with you. Or maybe for you it's different and you can just listen to the silence. I tried that. I tried for probably over a month. But for me, I know right now where I'm at on my path, and this is always changing, of course, right? But for right now, utilizing the body, really integrating this conduit is so crucial. So I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.